Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at Samurott in the Open Ultra League. As of the day of recording this video, today is Oshawott Community Day, which means Samurott just got access to 2 new charge moves. The first, Razor Shell, is pretty bad. You're not going to want to use that one on Samurott. But the second, Hydro Cannon, is a significant improvement. And I wanted to test it out in the Open Ultra League and see if it was worth the investment. For the moveset, I ran Fury Cutter over Waterfall for better energy generation, Hydro Cannon, and Mega Horn. So without further ado, let's hop into the battles and let's take a look at Hydro Cannon Samurott in action. Terrible lead in game 1, Alolan Ninetales into Galarian Stunfisk. We save swap into Samurott and we're met with a Shadow Venusaur. Now this is typically not what you want to see with a water type, but Samurott fights back against grass types. We're able to land that Mega Horn, we get to it so quickly with Fury Cutter, and now we can just go straight Hydro Cannon in this matchup, and they're going to have to shield if they want to preserve alignment. And we're able to force a shield. We're going to let this go, but it's not too often you see a water type do that much damage to a grass type. Samurott can be deadly. And they're going to bring back in the Galarian Stunfisk. I want to try and farm up here. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of mutual lag, and then we get all of our energy back. I'm able to farm up to 2. We're going to throw the Weather Ball, save the last one, switch into the Swampert. This is probably going to be the Earthquake. I don't really want to get hit by an Earthquake, so I am going to shield this up. The fact that my opponent is staying in here is a giveaway. They might be really weak to Swampert in the back, so this could be good. As you can see, it is a pretty standard ABB style team. I have double waters, so the goal being to bait out their best response to a water type, and then have Swampert close in the back, and they are weak to water in the back. It's a Talonflame. So we're going to go for this first Hydro Cannon. We get the shield, we'll throw the second in the middle of their Incinerate, and then before they receive the energy, we can do a quick swap into our Alolan Ninetales. We can throw that Weather Ball. This is going to be taking out the Talonflame, and that's going to be a good game. So right off the bat, Samurott honestly really impressed on the save swap there. They brought in a grass type, and it was able to handle it pretty well. All right, hopping into the next match. We have a pretty neutral lead, Alolan Ninetales into Shadow Machamp, and as you can see, I was running Psyshock for these first 2 battles because I was running Charm Alolan Ninetales the other day, but eventually I did end up switching it up to the Dazzling Gleam, and that worked quite a bit better. Now they save swap into a Berserker, they farm up a bunch of energy, I'm going to go straight for the kill shot, and it lands! Berserker thought we were baiting, and that was a big mistake. Now Machamp comes back into farm. And we're going to be going for the Hydro Cannon. We are able to get the shield, which is nice. Machamp is absolutely loaded, though. They're going to be able to have a Cross Chop, and unfortunately, they do have a Rock Slide loaded as well. So here, I'm hoping they're baiting. I'm letting it go, and they Rock Slide me. Things are looking really rough. We're going to bring in the Samurott. Samurott able to outpace the Machamp. We're going straight for the Hydro Cannon here, and we're able to take it out. Now, what is in the back? It's Galarian Stunfisk. So, unfortunately, our Fury Cutters are resisted here, but we charge energy so quickly on Samurott. Can we get to 3 Hydro Cannons before they take us out? They're at a move. I decide to call the bait. We're calling Rock Slide, and it's a Rock Slide. This gives us a chance to win. We just have to get to 2 Hydro Cannons before they're able to get to 2 Rock Slides. Samurott going for the Hydro Cannon. We get the shield, and Samurott clutches up in a huge way, gets to the Hydro Cannon, vanquishes the G-Fisk, and that's going to be a good game. All right, hopping into the next match. Alolan Ninetales into Berserker. Absolutely terrible lead. We're going to be save switching into the Samurott, and now we're actually going to overfarm just a little bit and throw the Hydro Cannon on the CMP tie with the Close Combat. Because Close Combat, of course, will lower their defense, so we're going to time our Hydro Cannon on the CMP to force a shield. They bring in an Obstagoon, and that is not a response to Samurott. Oh my goodness, Fury Cutters are hitting for super effective, but if he brought it in, do you think he knows about the Mega Horn? Because I don't think he knows about the Mega Horn. Mega Horn connects, does huge damage, Samurott Fury Cutters down. They bring back in the Berserker. Unfortunately, only going to be able to get to 1 Hydro Cannon, but still, Samurott putting in work, able to get both shields from the opponent and take out an entire Obstagoon. And now we're able to align our Swampert with the Berserker, so we should be in a pretty good spot. They go for the Close Combat. and I make a big mistake. I try and throw, but they switch. They catch it onto the Shadow Machamp. Very nicely done there. Now here, I'm pretty sure this is just a cross chop. So I can let this go. That's totally fine. And now we need to overfarm. I'm going to farm up till just before they reach a second cross chop. And we're going to be going for the Weather Ball to take them out. Because Alolan Ninetales is pretty bulky, so they're going to have a tough time trying to farm us down. So here, I'm going to force them to throw. They throw the Foul Play. Foul Play resisted, not enough to take me out. I'm going to be going for the Dazzling Gleam. That does big damage. They're able to farm down, but since they threw, they're just not going to be able to get to the 2 here before we're able to reach our Hydro Cannon. So we just shield the Foul Play. We lost the CMP tie, but we get to go second. And since we had the shield, Hydro Cannon will take out the Berserker, and that's going to be a good game. All right, hopping into the next one. It's Mongo Ketchum. All right, we have Alolan Ninetales into Gyarados. This is an incredible lead for us. As you can see, most Gyarados are running Dragon Breath, which is going to be double resisted. And the fact that they're not switching out tells me they're probably weak on the lead and in the back. So I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam and then commit to the farm down. Is my plan. We'll land the Dazzling Gleam. We can take another Aqua Tail. I want to leave with energy because I'm expecting that he's going to have something in the back that is also weak to the Alolan Ninetales. And they bring in the G-Fisk, we save swap into Samurott, and oh look, what do you know? Something weak in the back to Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales. So from here, this game is over. We're going to be able to land the Mega Horn there. We don't have to commit any shields onto Samurott. Nice counting by my opponent. They're going to be able to take me out, which is totally fine. Frenzy Plant, we have the move stored on the Alolan Ninetales, so we're going to be able to force a shield or take out the Venusaur. We're able to force the shield, and the nice thing here is Alolan Ninetales with Powder Snow does outpace Venusaur, so the Venusaur is in a very tricky position. We're going to be going for the Weather Ball straight away. If they decide not to shield, then this is going to be a good game. Yep, they let that go. We're going to be able to bring in the Swampert, and at this point, my opponent no longer has a win con, as they have to land 2 Earthquakes. And landing 2 Earthquakes is a pretty tall tale when I do have a shield, because we're just going to be able to go for the 3 Hydro Cannons. First one lands, and we're able to sneak the Mud Shot through. They almost assuredly bait here, but even if they bait, they're not going to be able to reach the Earthquake before I'm able to reach my 2 Hydro Cannons. So first Hydro Cannon comes through, and we're able to get to the second, and the opponent recognizes and concedes the match. So good game. All right, hopping to the next match. Another rough lead. Alolan Ninetales into Berserker. We're going to save swap into Samurott, and they bring out a Gyarados. Now, this is a switch that Samurott definitely struggles with, as all charge moves are going to be resisted. So my plan here is, I really don't want to commit shields in this particular matchup, because Fury Cutter is applying absolutely no fast move pressure in this situation. So they overfarm a significant amount, and the crunch that they throw here will be taking me out. That's fine. And oh, it actually doesn't quite take me out there, so not sure if they undercharged or if crunch just doesn't do that much. Again, first time using the Pokemon, and my plan here is we're going to attempt to farm all the way down, farm the Gyarados down, and they actually switch out into Berserker. I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam to put it into Hydro Cannon range, and we're going to bring in the Swampert here. Now, Swampert, getting to the Hydro Cannon, they have a ton of energy, so this will almost assuredly get a shield, which it does, as they want to get some damage off on this Swampert. This is tough. They're switch locked in. I shield. It was just a foul play, so a definite mistake by me there. With them being switch locked in, it's unlikely they'll go for a close combat right off the bat, so I probably could have let that go. I decided to let the second one go. We correctly call the foul play, and now we're going to be going for the Hydro Cannon that takes them out, and they have a Politoed in the back. So unfortunately, things are looking really rough for us here. Going for the Earthquake, but they will almost assuredly shield this. Reason being, Earthquake is going to be probably the most damage that their Pokemon could receive in one move, so things are looking pretty rough for us here. Now, the nice thing is Powder Snow does charge very quickly, and they have taken some damage, so we just have to get to the Dazzling Gleam. And here, I actually do overfarm. I was wary of a catch, and we can tank a Weather Ball here. That's just fine. My win con here is basically just hoping that the Gyarados is short of a move. I believe they may have one loaded. We are going to be going for the Weather Ball here, and this is resisted, but should hopefully, doesn't quite take them out. Can we survive this? I believe we can. Alolan Ninetales is very bulky. They're able to throw again. And now I just have to hope again that the Gyarados does not have a move. But unfortunately, they banked the move on 1 HP. Incredible play by my opponent. That's going to be a good game. Unfortunately, being countered on the lead and the save switch was not able to come back. Hopping to the next match, and we have Alolan Ninetales into Greedent. Now, this is a pretty neutral matchup here, so we are just going to be spamming out these Weather Balls and trying to inflict as much damage as possible. I don't really want to play this match out until one or both of us faints, because if they happen to have a Grass type in the back and my poor Alolan Ninetales is dead, then my back line is going to be in a lot of trouble. So we're just going to take that Body Slam there and just try and output as much damage as we can before we do save swap into the Samurott. So Weather Ball comes through. Now here, this is tough. I'm going to let this go, but I'm going to bank that energy. We're going to bring in the Samurott. And now Samurott can tank a couple hits. So Body Slam, it's not the tankiest Pokemon around, Samurott, but it's pretty okay in terms of bulk. Nothing special, but nothing too terrible. They decide to let it go down. They bring in Pidgeot. And here is where the really good energy generation of Fury Cutter comes in clutch. They're trying to farm us down. We're able to get a shield, and we're able to get that Hydro Cannon off. So things are looking pretty good for us. And here they're again trying to farm down, and I'm going to switch into the Alolan Ninetales, preserving the Samurott, and we're able to force that last shield. Now, why this is important is I will need to reset a Feather Dance debuff later in the match, so I need to be able to switch out. They're almost assuredly Feather Dancing here, so I call it. They Feather Dance, and what do they have in back? They have a Galarian Stunfisk. So things are looking pretty good for us in terms of alignment. The only issue I see is our attack is lowered by 2 stages. They go straight Rock Slide there. Not entirely sure why, but you know what? I'm not going to shield that, so that works for me. I have to throw a Hydro Cannon just to burn the switch clock here. They're able to get to a move, which isn't great. I'm going to shield up. It's another Rock Slide. I want to bank 2, switch into the Samurott, and we're able to reach a Hydro Cannon. Now here I actually don't want to kill them, so I'm going to undercharge it till just before they die and let them farm me down. The reason being is I really didn't want to take them out, have Pidgeot farm down, and be able to hit another Feather Dance, but they're unable to do so. Since I was able to undercharge and let them take me out, we have the back-to-back Hydro Cannons. Goodbye Pidgeot, goodbye Galarian Stunfisk, and that is a good game. All right, hopping to the final match. We have Alolan Ninetales versus Alolan Ninetales, but theirs is Charm and mine is Powder Snow. So things are looking a little rough for me here. So I am going to be going straight for the Dazzling Gleam, trying to do maximum damage, and now we're going to save swap into the Samurott. And Samurott, again, with that speedy energy generation, so fast, we're able to get off this Hydro Cannon. They definitely have enough for a Psyshock, so I am going to shield this up. They just go Weather Ball, which is unfortunate for me. And here, this is definitely just another Weather Ball, so I don't have to shield this. So Weather Ball comes through. The question is, can they charm me down? Oh, this is going to be so close. We're just short, but if we can get 1 or 2 more Fury Cutters and get to this Hydro Cannon, yes, we're able to get there. Samurott, oh my goodness. Able to dispatch of the XL Alolan Ninetales. In comes the Politoed, and our problems are not over. We don't have a great response for Politoed outside of Samurott, so this will be difficult. I am going to bring back in my Alolan Ninetales. I'm going to try and land a Dazzling Gleam. And Dazzling Gleam is not going to be nearly enough to one-shot, but it should do a pretty okay amount of damage. We're going to be going for the Dazzling Gleam. There's a bunch of lag. You love to see it, but we're able to get off the Dazzling Gleam. He has no shields left. This will do a nice amount of damage. And unfortunately, looks like we're lagging again. All right, fun. We're able to land it, but my opponent comes back. So I'm not quite sure what that was, but the lag ceased, which is very nice. Weather Ball will take me out, and in comes the Swampert. And here, I believe they're approaching Hydro Cannon range. So I want to overfarm as much as I possibly can. We're going to overfarm 3 Mud Shots, and then throw our Hydro Cannon And does it take him out? It does. And they have a Clefable in the back. So our problems are again not over. We have to get to 3 Hydro Cannons here. Going for the first one. And as you can see, we already have one loaded. It's going to be a race. And we're able to get to 2 on 1 HP. And I believe a Charm did not go through. Hydro Cannon comes through. We get to Hydro Cannon number 3. So against 3 Pokemon, our team does not like to see a double Charm team with Politoed able to clutch it out and get the win. So all in all, Hydro Cannon Samurott in the Open Ultra League genuinely surprised me. I was expecting it to be terrible. To be fair, I don't think it's meta changing, but I honestly think it's a pretty solid water type. Empoleon and Swampert will definitely outperform it, but I would say Samurott is a solid B tier option and is a significantly upgraded Pokemon from what it was yesterday. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.